Hello, friends. How are y'all today? Comet Loves Cupid, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. JD Lady, 45 months of subbing in a row. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Are we going to do bets on how many pins get added to the 100? I mean, it's good. It's sizable. Like, I'm thinking about what's in this box that we're about to undertake. It's sizable. It's sizable. So, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, time zones. Good morning, nerds. How are we all doing? Pins is life. That is facts. That is facts. Hey, you'll be excited to know an exciting thing happened yesterday. I found 3 pins, but it wasn't the ones we were looking for. I was emptying out my field notes crate where I had these were my addressing labels pins, and I was like, oh, where did these pins come from? But it's not the 3 pins that I was looking for. It's just markers. The Pentel Food A Touch, the Tombow Mono Drawing Pen, and the Staedtler Pigment Liner 03. So there you go. 3 whole pins found. They're sitting on my desk now. I don't know what to do. They have to be relocated somewhere. It's not the 3 pins that we want, though. It's 3 pins we'll take, but not the 3 pins we want. We're going to find them this year. This is our year, chat. This is our year. I feel it. No, the Shungyo is one of them. So, Shungyo, Lighthouse, Brooks Arushi. This is the year. I'm feeling it. Are they dry? Nah, they're all good to go. So, I had this bin of field notes back here outside of the icebox. I moved them into the icebox. So, it also allowed for a bunch of pre-packaged single field notes that we'll start giving these away. So let's give this one away. Like I will mail this. I will send this to you in the mail. I will do a giveaway for this. And you have to DM me your address and Twitch so I can go ahead and write it on here. But I was using these pens for this project, and this project is fired off into the sun. So they are somewhere. They exist because they haven't left the house. So we'll see. Let's do and it might not even be a field notes. I'm saying field notes, but I think there's like write notepads and other things here. But I don't think this is a write notepads. It's pretty thin. Try to do a Frankenstein between a roadie and a spoke pen close to screaming it's alive. Now that would be funny. I don't know that that's technically possible. Maybe. Yeah, I guess the grip fits, but that could be maddening. All right, let's see. Random notebook. All right. If you win this, you have to DM me your mailing address on Twitch, and I'm going to write it here real quick. So I have all kinds of cool field notes that are now added to the Icebox of Happiness type exclamation point raffle. And like these are sealed up. I don't know what's in these envelopes. Like I remember I sent out a Butcher Blue at some point and no one's claimed it. I doubt it's in this group. I think it was in the first group that I did, but there's some fancy field notes in these things. But it could be generic craft notebook field notes too, right? You never know what you're gonna get. Got my A6 Seed. I'm telling you, it's a fantastic Hobonichi cover. Truth. I think a lot of people use it for that. It's great. All right. Today, chat, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna go through this bin. I kind of know what's in here. But we need to lay eyes on everything that's hidden in this bin today. Some are gonna hit the tray. I have that bottom tray still open on the Pinbox 100. And plus other slots in there. Some are definitely going in there. Like I already know some that are going in there. Then we have the cigar boxes. We basically need to put a visual on everything that's in this bin to be able to start on the Pen Addict 100. Whatever happened to the extra Ooh La La seeds? They're sitting there. Like I haven't done anything with it. I should put them up on the site. If you want one, email contact@knockco.com. Or just hello@penaddict.com. If you want an ooh la la seed for $35 plus $5 US shipping, $16 international shipping, email me hello@penaddict.com. So like the first 30 of y'all that want one, I'll sell you one. It's easier for me to just bill you via PayPal than to think about going to update them online and notify everybody. And if you want one, email me ooh la la in your subject line and I'll bill you and then send it sometime. Speaking of sending sometime, I started shipping the Opus 88 Pen Addict pens yesterday. I can only last about an hour or two before my back kind of like jacked up yesterday. So we'll get a few more out today. That's why I put 2 to 3 weeks on the shipping for the pens. It's not going to take me that long, but it's a much more slower daily amount than working for like 6 or 8 hours and knocking the whole thing out in one fell swoop. So just stay tuned. Probably a few of y'all got shipping notifications yesterday. And we'll do a few more today, and we'll do some more this weekend. So my back's just kind of jacked up, and I can't stand up. I can't move around in the shipping department right now, but it's getting better. Getting better every day. I'm officially have to stretch out my back in the morning years old. So that's the way to go. Opus giveaway? No, not anytime soon. What's your plan for DC? To not go. All right, the winner is Miss G's Crafties. Miss G's Crafties, DM me your address via Twitch. And you'll have to tell me what's in here. I have no idea. All that pickleball? Probably. And like lack of stretching, which is how we roll. How close are you wrapping up to Knockco? Very. You saw Brasstown on Virtual Pen Show? Really? I don't know how to put what phase in. I'm in the conversation of the next step phase, but nothing more than that yet. Does that make sense? Which nib does it come with? The Opus? Is that what you're talking about? The seller had a private account. Great. What color was it? The Ooh La La is an A5. That is correct. The Ooh La La is an A5. So it's the colorway you'll see on Knockco right now, except it has the Ooh La La project label on it. Brown purple interior. Yeah. Okay, that was a good one. Okay, you sent me the DM. Let me grab that so we can lock this down. And then I need to get some stamps on it. There is the message. All right. Y'all give me 1 sec while I write this. You have a long address. Gotta leave room for a stamp. I'm writing big too. All right, hang on. Let me grab this. Let me grab the stamp for this so I can just knock this out. And we'll do some more of these as we go. This will be like the postcard writing thing too. Last of the Raven story. Then these we have to do additional outs on, or as I like to call them, additional dunce stamps. So that is trash. I need a stamp folder, chat. Along with a bone folder. Where are you, bunnies? I not have one of these open already? So to ship these notebooks, take an added ounce thing. Sorry. It's a little loud. All right. Added ounce bunny rabbit. We have bunnies in our yard. Did you know that? I think I've told y'all before. They were out and active last night. Since it's been raining, the grasses are green and they're out nibbling on stuff. We have 2 bunnies and 2 chipmunks that we see like every day. Brad, I totally forgot to ask, did you manage to get a ticket for the Dutch Pen Show? I mean, no, but I would love to. That'd be great. Nibbling or chewing down to the root. They haven't messed with the garden yet, but the chipmunks hang out by the garden. The bunnies hang out further back. Christine says hi from Yoseka Stationery. She was delightful in the store. Wow, everyone needs to go. Awesome, Greg. That's very cool. All right, Miss G's Crafties. I need to remember to mail that with other packages today. Fun with Tobers, yeah. The bunnies have a name. The chipmunks don't have a name because like Chippendale is like too obvious. I got to think on the bunnies' names. I mean on the chipmunks' name. The bunnies' names are Florence and the Machine, so they are good times. I don't know which one's which. We just pick. Tainted Crimson, that's a good question. I need your help. What are thoughts on Platinum's EF nib for the 3776? I'm usually an EF fan, but made that mistake with the Vanishing Point. Now I'm nervous. The Pilot EF Vanishing Point nib is one of the worst Japanese extra fine nibs on the market. You need the full-size nib to get the good Japanese experience, and I would pick the Platinum EF nib if you like that. The Pilot Vanishing Point Extra Fine is not a nib that should be managed or measured against any other Japanese extra fine nib. It is not the experience that you would expect, and it's generally bad. And I have one, and I like it, and I use it. That's one product that I never recommend to anyone is the Extra Fine Vanishing Point nib. I say start with fine. So, you asked about the Opus nib. Who makes the Opus nib? Are they not Yovo? Are they? The feed's different, but they're not Bach. What's the Opus nib? I'm blanking. Everyone's saying that Chippendale movie is awesome. Thanks, Twitch app. I know, right? Twitch app is the worst. All right. Opus is stock Yovo. Thank you, Andrew. So there you go. Rattler Gen. So you can, but it's a number 5 size nib, so it's the smaller one, right? People are trying to fit number 6 nibs in there. I don't know who said that, but some people are trying. Chatta, you're not the only one. There is an alert issue going on. Opus uses both. Thanks, Evan. That doesn't help. VP are a hard pen to recommend. Yep. How do I know which is which on mine? That's why I was confused. But just know that these are number 5 nibs. So unless you have number 5 replacement nibs or are gonna buy number 5 replacement nibs, you may not. That's why you should follow Brad on Twitter to get better notifications. Also to know when I'm not going to show up or when I'm going to be late or things like that. For the Halo, I believe it's number 5 Yovo. I could probably check. _Y. Thank you for the follow. Hello, Crafty Becky. All right, let's dig into this bin because I do have a hard stop today, but it's not for a while. Like I got about 2 hours, and that should be plenty of time, but I do have a hard stop today. All right. Here's the plan. Brad needs to make some room on his desk first. Step 1. Cut a hole in the box. Jay Schultzens, 3 months of subbing. Thank you so much, buddy. Hope you're doing well. All right. Let me clear my throat. Sorry, man. You got to go. Hydrate. I got water today. I need to hydrate. Uno momento on the hydration. Reference acknowledged. All right, we're making some room. Oh, man. I should have told y'all about the borking bet today. Toby's cousin's coming over to play. So there was definitely going to be borking. All right. Let's get the bin. Oh, posture check, too. Let me get the bin, then we'll posture check. Okay, I can't get the bin. I'm very confused here. All right, let's start with this. Let's just grab a handful. Anyone have an opinion on the Apica Notebooks paper? I have an opinion. Can I give my opinion? It's amazing. See, his buddy's here. Can you hear the difference between a bork and a whimper? He's excite. Big excite. His cousin is here to play. Big excite. All right. So here's what I have to do. I have to take everything. When we're done with the stream today, all the pins in these cases will be out of their cases. Mostly. There's a few that aren't, and you'll see why in a minute. But the majority of these fountain pens need to be out of these cases today, because I need to figure out how I'm going to break down the remainder of the storage box and what we're going to do with all that stuff organization wise. So let me, where are we at here? Let me just start with the bottom tray. All right, since I know this is empty, we're going to put this here, and because I know there's going to be stuff that's going in here. So let me just get that. And I know 3 out of the 4 pins here are staying, because I kept these pins together for a reason. Thanks for taking us on this sorting. You're welcome. It's fun. It's like, I'm going to do it anyway. We might as well do it together, right? All right. So this is going to be a process today, chat. So there we go. All right. So this is that gnarly. This is that gnarly case. I picked this up at the Baltimore Pen Show, the last one I went to. I guess this is my pandemic case. This was the last pen show I went to before times. Baltimore 2020. So we're keeping this one. This is the Auto Hut. I really love this case too, Rattler Gin. And it's not my style. Generally, this is not my thing. But it was one of those deals where I just kept coming back to it. And like I had to have it. So this is the Auto Hut. What do we got? Design 04. Their naming conventions are a little bit hard for me to remember. But I reviewed this pen. And I love it. Like, I'm totally keeping this pen. Like, this is a me pen. So this one stays. This is one of my all-timers, right? The rest of this pen is Y Studio. The rest of this case is Y Studio stuff. This one is just a mortal lock. This is like a tier 1 type of pen for me. This is the Y Studio brassing fountain pen. I've swapped in a Franklin Christoph number 5 nib with a fine cursive italic. Or is that extra fine? No, oh, excuse me. That's a broad. I was reading that wrong. Broad cursive italic. So yeah, it's really good. Pen tier list, we might do that later. Once we could like tier the drawers here later, but we got to get down to the official 100 first, that's going to be months worth of work to get there. So Y Studio brassing fountain pen, if you've been around my streams or my content for any length of time, you will know that this is an all-timer favorite pen for me. It is surprising you have a broad nib. I'm a little bit surprised too. I thought this one was actually narrower. I didn't remember this, but I think because I've used this before and it's just modified to write pretty fine. So it's probably like a medium cursive italic. An anonymous gifter. What the heckin' with the anonymity? Appreciate you, anonymous gifter. That is so cool. I appreciate that for the 5 gifted subs. If you got a gifted sub, say thanks to the anonymous gifter. Check out your new emotes. There's Toby's Borkings, and there's all kinds of fun stuff that you can play around with. Anonymous gifter, thank you so much. That is really nice. That is amazing. Y'all are super great. Papa Lockin, same question. I will have to scroll up. It's gonna be hard if I don't answer your questions. If you're asking me a question today, I'm going to be looking down a lot, and if I miss it, feel free to ask it again. But if you're asking someone else in the chat, knock yourselves out. I just don't know. I see Papa Lockin, same question, but I can't keep going back and forth to my mice. Does the lanyard bug you? No. Because it's not a postable type of situation, right? So I'm never writing with it where it would bother me. So I actually like it as a fidget accessory when I'm playing with it, but it just, like, it comes right off with the brass ring. All right, I do have to reach over and get this. Oops. Oh, is the lanyard question? It does not bother me. And actually, I like it for a change. Now, I don't use it what they want you to use it for. There's a whole carry system that comes with this pen. It will definitely fit in the box. You know, we'll just do it like this, right? Put it up towards the top, and it'll be fine. There's a tube that this comes with. You're supposed to thread through the lanyard, put it on your belt loop. It's a terrible idea. It's a terrible idea. But I like it on the pen as a fun accessory. This is the biggest surprise. Y Studio. I didn't think this pen was going to hold a candle to anything else they've done. This is the resin. It is great. This pen better not be inked up. Why do I hear a converter in here? Oh, I know why I hear a converter in here, because this is the one that doesn't fit the converter, so I'd have a special one. So yeah, I keep this converter in here because there's a weird sizing thing going on. But this is the resin model. I have a needlepoint grind on this pen, so this is another favorite of mine. This one kind of knocked my socks off because I didn't think I was going to like it, and it turns out I loved it. So there you go. And then the last one is the newer Revolve. I believe I have the name right. It's a little bit bigger and wider. This one's not my favorite. This one doesn't get to go in the tray. So this one will go into like the sales pile, or I need to figure out where I got it. If I paid for it, I'll sell it. If I don't know if I've reviewed it yet, but like this is where the decision-making process happens. If I have both of these and they're pretty similar and I always pick this one needs to go. Be it giveaway, sale, anything like that, right? I think Mike was able to get the converter to fit in the resin one. Yeah, I think that was the deal with it, is the diameter, internal barrel diameter was off kilter to fit all international converters. So I had to find one. So that's why I keep that in there. So this is a lot of that decision-making process, right? These are close enough to not give me a compelling enough reason to have two. Okay? What about the Revolve do you not like? Nothing. I love the Revolve. I have this one. Right? So that's all I'm saying. It's not a negative against this pen. It's that I don't need two of them. So I prefer like this look and this aesthetic. But otherwise, they're virtually identical, right? Same size, same shape, just different color. So let's be clear that me saying I need to sell a pen or need to give away a pen doesn't mean I don't like the pen. It means I don't need the pen, right? So there's a difference. Brad, did you say the $50 rule applies to all kinds of pens? Pretty much just fountain pens. Just fountain pens. All right, so we're going to take this. I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. Let me get a cigar box to just put the stuff I know I'm not going to keep. The decision. I need a decision box. Because I don't know that I reviewed this one. Can someone see if I reviewed this one? I don't know. Because if not, I need to. Like, this needs to go in the review queue. All right, so we need... need a box of holding. I will not throw it. So I don't think this can live on the desk or not in camera view. All right, box of holding. All right, one case down. This is going to be a long stream, chat. Hang tight. All right, let's just throw that on the floor for now. Put the box of holding over here. I knew I was going to need a lot of space today, chat. I have not tried the new rollerball, but I like the style. Like, that's kind of a weird style for them aesthetically, but we'll try. What pen will get a rose? That's funny. We could do the Bachelor. Just use my last dot dash note card studying for the bar exam. Oh, that is sad. I hope you have a good bar exam coming up. All right. Some of the cases I knew exactly what's in them. That case I knew exactly the 4 pins that were in them and what I was going to do with. Some of these cases I can't recall exactly. Like, I'll know the pins when I open up the case, but I'm not going, oh, this contains X, Y, and Z. I'm not totally sure. So let's find out. No one's leaving. I'm the only one leaving Slumberland Studio. Ooh, this is some nice maker pen stuff. Yeah. See, this is where we get into trouble. We got to keep all these things, right? All right, let's take these one by one. So this one probably needs to go in the swirly pin box. This is the Iron Feather Creative pen. It's a little big for me, but right now I'm digging it. It might be good for my big stack nib. I'm not a roll stopper person, but Brian's artwork, if you will, his creativity is just unparalleled, and I just love this so much. So this one's a keep for now. I have an extra fine cursive italic looking grind on here. That's a nice nib. So this would be a good pen for my stack nib. I also bought a tray to hold all my loose nibs so I can track them better. So I just got like a little, screw, like a screw holder, nail holder, one of those little movable thing. All right, so we'll leave that there. This is my first Mythic pens that Brad sent me, the Achilles. Y'all are gonna have to tell me the stack nib for a stack pen, right? There are rules that I can break, absolutely. So, yeah, Mythic pens. I have a whole other tray of Franklin Christoph's and Edison pens that we haven't audited either. So this is my Chewbacca Red Dragon Penco pen. Let's figure out what to do with that. This tray isn't going to last very long today, chat. This was my first woodshed pen. Escalus. Yeah, I don't know how to say that. Escalus. So this was my woodshed, I think off the first Kickstarter, the original Kickstarter. No, that was the Cracked Ice Rose one. This is the second one with the plated nib. So yeah, so that's my woodshed. Yeah, this is going to be terrible. Murdoch. So this is my G10 Edison. Are you going to be selling any Franklin Christoph 45s? I only have the one. Sorry, I have two. The one full-size one that I just bought, the Olive, and then the other 45 I have as a ghost, and I'm keeping my ghosts. I love those. That's the plan for now, but I need to look. I'm definitely selling some Franklin Christophs, but I don't think I have very many 45s. All right, so this is the G10. No way are you to sell the Mythic pen. Well, it was a gift anyway. I don't sell the pens that were given to me. So, this is the G10 Edison Pearl Black. So I haven't used this one in a while. And then the G10, like all of these pens were together for a reason, right? You can sense a theme, even that not an aesthetic theme, but in like a particularness theme. And then this is the orange one that I use a ton, and it's starting to fail. It's starting to show some wear. The ink is getting into the threads up here, which is okay. Like, you're supposed to use this stuff, right? But again, this is G10. I could smash a window with this barrel. So it's really, really great. So spoke icons are excluded from this. Spoke icons are an exclusion. Anything I have a business venture in, I'm just going to have too many of those pins. Straight up excluded. Sorry, headphone users. Yeah, this is the G10. This is one of my favorite nibs. I need to remove it from here so I can use it in other things. This is a gold Yovo nib. Fine. And then it has a cursive italic grind on it. You know, you'll hear that theme repeated over and over again. But you can see, probably not really, but you can start to see some ink runners up the fibers of this pen, and that's okay. Like, that's the way it's going to look. It's not designed to be beautiful. It's designed to be functional, right? But yeah, I bought a tray to start removing these nibs and tracking them as well, because I lose track of where they are. So I want to keep them loose, but like each tray in the box, we'll do this on stream later. Each tray in the box will be numbered, right? So I can look at the sheet and say number 1 is a fine Edison 18 karat gold cursive italic grind by Deb Kinney, right? So something like that. All right. Empty. Oh, this pen does not get dipped in ink. That's just because sometimes ink comes up around here, like when you're using the pen. So I would never dip this pen or a Micarta pen or anything in a bottle of ink, ever, ever, ever. That's why it looks as good as it does. And the previous owner of this didn't abide by that because there's actually some ink on the threads here that you can tell, which is fine. It doesn't bother me. It kind of goes with the pen, but that's why these, you can see like the purpling of this thread. Probably got some black ink or something on these threads somehow. Sorry. Or it leaked. So that happened before. I bought this one. Someone else bought this one, and they ended up not liking it and selling it to me because they knew I had this one. These are the only 2 that exist of these. So I bought this off of them, but by that point they had gotten it inky, but I didn't really care. All right. Gone. He gone. This is a packed pen case here. Yeah, I find it hard to remember who ground what nib. I think it's a good idea to track that stuff. 1000%. All right. Let's just open this here. All right. We got a bunch of metal pins and a bunch of launcher pins here. All right. So this is the stuff we got to sort out. Like, I don't need the necks, right? Cool pen. It's just getting set aside. Like, that's not going anywhere. Darth Vader, Schaefer, like, all these would be good giveaway pins, right? Just throw them in the giveaways. This is a super old Sailor Pro gear, and it's got some broken part. I think I picked this up. I think I bought this broken like years and years and years ago, like on purpose to use the nib for something. So it's missing something on the inside. I can't remember what. But I have this nib here. It's an extra fine sailor nib that I can use for something, right? So like, I'm going to keep this. It could be replaced, but I can't remember what part it's missing. It was something up in the section. I don't know. I just probably need to, I see, like, this is the kind of stuff I got to figure out what to do with. I don't know what to do with this or where to put it. I should probably just put it with the other sailors for now. This is the Prometheus bamboo pen, which was surprisingly good, but like, I'm not going to keep this. Like, this was given to me. Darkness Sucks. I forget his name, but that's his online handle. Some Prometheus writes. This is actually a surprisingly good pen. So that giveaway. Here's an older Prera with a cursive italic nib. This is a cool pen. We use this one every now and then. That Chatterley's, let me look at that Chatterley's Luxury link. Because this should be my pen. Yeah, so this is my pen. Because I bought both of the orange one, and the orange one was from Bryant, and then the other person brought the black one from Bryant. So this is my pen. And I paid $300 for the orange one. Only 2 pens were made. One in orange and one in black. So that's these. So yeah, interesting. So he must have had this on the website then had them at the DC Pen Show where I bought them. Cool. So yeah, so like the Pereira is going to go somewhere to where it doesn't count, right? It's a heck of a flex, right? All right, so the Pereira is a keeper, but we don't know what to do with it. All right, the next 3, let's set these here because they kind of go together. Oh, one more. We'll get back to these in a second. This is an older tactile turn. I can't remember if this is titanium or stainless. I doubt he could machine the titanium like this. This has to be stainless. That's a difficult machine. Yeah, this has to be stainless. So, definitely sell or give away. I got to decide what to do with this pen. Like, I'm not keeping this pen. Pereira cigar box. Yeah, exactly. Pereira. All right. But, like, I got to decide what to do with that. But, like, this one, I think, like, I'll give this one away because I think they sent this to me for free. So I don't sell the things that I was sent. But this one I think I bought from Kickstarter, which leads into these Wancher pens. So, what do we got here? Medium two-tone steel. So this is the polished ebonite Wancher. And then this is red Urushi. Steel nib, gold steel nib. And then this is the Kickstarter one with the red feed. And this one has the gold nib. So I think this is the one I bought. This is the one I backed on Kickstarter. And then these were the 2 that they sent me for review ahead of the launch. So we're going to give, these go into the giveaway pile, right? I can't sell these, but I'm not going to keep, I don't need 3 of these. I don't use them as is. I may eventually sell this one because I paid for it, but these I didn't pay for, so they go giveaway. Claire! What's up, Claire? OMG, it's written in rice. So yeah, like these go to the giveaway bin. So we need to do something with this. We need to do something with this. So like I have like different phases of fountain pens here. So let's put this in the cigar box with the revolve. So this cigar box will be the nice stuff that I need to figure out what to do with, like giveaway or stuff. And this, like the Pereira is something I just keep, right? I just keep to use this later because it's just a fantastic pen. And it's got one of the nibs I love. So I'm going to keep this one because this is the one I paid for. And it's got a gold nib, right? The other 2 were the like prototypes given to me. All right. So let me get a different bin for giveaway or something. I'm officially out of space. Switch Urushi and bright red. Well, the bright red's Urushi too. I like the bright red one better. But I get it. I get your two-tone Urushi versus the solid Urushi. I get you. All right. Well, these need to go here too. Okay. Sorry, I'm talking to myself here, trying to organize all this stuff. And then these can go here for now. So we're gonna have a giveaway. We're gonna have a future giveaway box or something, and then we're gonna have some stuff that has to be decisions have to be made. 5th grade graduation, nice. Oh, and then this has to. I had this sitting on my desk. This goes in the giveaway box too. That's the Monte Grappa tulip for the Michael J. Fox Foundation that Pen Shelley gave me. All right. Wow. We've emptied out 3 whole cases, chat. All right, this one's an easy one. This one's pretty easy. I love that Michael J. Fox pen too. I just use different Monte Grappas, so that would be a good one to give away. Since I got it, it was given to me for free. Like, I should give that away to someone else to use it. This is an easy one. This is a bunch of Safaris. So these get kept somewhere else. Oh, there's a Twisby Go. These don't count towards the Pen Addict 100. Is Mom available? Okay. Toby got sick from running outside, apparently. So, not Coleman. Now empty. So this is a lot of what the cigar boxes are going to be used for. I need to get all the Lamy Safaris I have together. Like, you think I have a ton of Lamy Safaris? I really don't. So 3 Safaris, 1 All-Star, 1 LX, and then a Twisby Go. I have more Safaris than this, but they're just in different places. What if they appreciate in value? I just don't care that much. Then we can move them. Yeah, I can't. If I what if all of this, we will never end, and we're already never going to end anyway. So, all right. So Safaris are keepers. If it's something I bought and it appreciates in value, I'll probably just sell it. So we're just gonna relocate all of this stuff for now. All right, that's an easy one. Under $50 fountain pens, even though the LX is not, they'll go in here. Speaking of which, the LX is over $50. Let's put that in the giveaway bin. I'll never use that pen anyway. You know what? Let's give this one away to y'all. Y'all want the LX, right? We'll give this one away to y'all. Just give me a minute to get my ducks in a row. So let's give y'all this one. Just give me a minute and we'll do that. So that is for y'all. Oh, empty case. This was a terrible, that LX shouldn't have been more than $50 pen. Exactly. This was a badly designed Brasstown that I pulled, and I put this here to mark it as like do not sell this Brasstown. It's overly poofy and like has some weird stitching on it, so that's just an empty case. Why does the LX exist? Because it was at the time they were trying to capitalize on the Apple iPhone rose gold champagne space gray release. So they came out at the same time too. They were the iPen, if you will. So it was, yeah, whatever. Oh, look. Oh, this is a good case. All right, see? I don't even remember all this stuff. This is a good case. All right. So this is the, what do they call it? It's not obviously not blue stripe, but it's the metal one. This one has to go in the tray, right? This has to go in the Pen Addict 100. extra fine. And these are like metal pieces in here. So this is really, really good. Was there a Sinclair made? For which? I mean, this is the Sinclair wax canvas, and then the Brasstown one is right down there. Yep. This was the Gravitas entry that Ben sent me that I reviewed. We should give this one away. 615 or 625. Someone will have to look up the name of that one. I can't remember. So that Gravitas will give away. This is my woodshed from the most recent Kickstarter, which I like this pen. It's sparkly and purpley. So throw that here for now. TWSBI Prussian Blue ALR. We keep that one. That's one of my ink review pens. And it's over $50, so it has to count. So that one counts. This one definitely counts. This is one of the old orange 580s before they did the ALR. There's like the first batch. And this has, this is when I bought this from Pendleton Brown years and years ago. And I don't know if you can see it, but this has the flex cutouts in the nib. It's going to be impossible to see. So, you can't see it here. Let's see if I press it a little bit. I don't know. It's got two wings cut out here, basically two slits on each side of the pen, and then like a stubbed off tip. So it's a very flexy pen. I don't use this one very much, but I should. It's a really cool pen. I like this one a lot. So yeah. So these have to count. These two TWSBIs have to count in here. And then these are probably the two spoke pens that I use the most recently. They're not currently inked. And I move the nibs around. So I just like kind of this all cobalty blue one. Spoke pens are going to get their own tray because I have two more sitting up here on my desk. And this is the British Racing Green brass. I usually just move this nib around to whichever pen I'm using at the time. It's just the extra fine steel. Yeah. All the good orange TWSBIs are too old to find, or they're country exclusives. Yep, that is factually correct. So let's make a spoke case. We're gonna run out of cigar boxes quickly because I have some sitting on my desk that I just keep here. So we'll have these. This was the Lando pen. That was my McLaren. This was my, I haven't inked this one up yet. This is my random pieces parts pen. So this is like I wasn't trying to match everything. I was just getting loose parts from the reject bin to make some of this stuff. So this actually came out pretty good. I'm gonna ink this one next. So spoke gets its own box because I just have random stuff everywhere. I should probably put some of this other stuff in here too. You know what I need to put in here? I have all these parts just laying around. Grips, sleeves. This is all the behind the scenes stuff on my desk that y'all don't normally see. That's just laying here. What else? Is that it for now? All right, that's it for now. Yeah, I have so much more. I have a whole thing of spoke prototypes that I don't know what to do with, so that'll be a good place to put stuff that I just need to keep. All right, let's do this giveaway for the Lamy LX. What nib is on here? My desk is factually a mess. Extra fine nib. I may have used this once for like a review. I'll see if I can find a converter. I should have an extra converter for this. So prototypes would make a great fundraiser. Yeah, like we can do stuff with all that stuff. Like I don't mind giving that stuff away. I just need to organize it. All right, let's do a giveaway. I have space on my desk for spoke prototypes. Nice. All right, reset. Giveaway. Lamy LX. We'll call this Space Gray. I don't know what they called it. Thank you, Dominic, and welcome. All right. So we're giving away the Lamy LX Space Gray. I'm not going to promise you a converter, but I think I can come up with a converter for this. Do I have any? Where are those other Lamies that I kept? Yeah, they're all empty. I don't have many Lamy converters. If I can find an extra one, I'll send it to you. I'm not going to promise you I'm going to send you a converter. They call this one ruthenium. It's a nice pen. I will never use it. Like, again, this is part of the process, right? We have to, I won't say everything's got to go, but man, a lot of this stuff's got to go. We have to know what I have. I have to know what I have going on in the Closet of Doom to make any progress in thinning the herd. So basically, we're getting all of our toys and dumping our toy box onto the table. So that's what we got going on today. Oh, I know. I would just, if I'm going to be the person that yells about pens should ship with converters, I should ship you a converter for one that could actually use it. Even though Lamy Safari cartridges are pretty great, and that's probably why I use them. And probably why I don't have many converters, so. Yes, the Great Purge. Sorry, this G10 was... I haven't looked at my G10 pens in a while. I like them. Redistribution of pens. I like that. Strings and pedals. That is a great term. We're having a redistribution of pens. Yeah. Why put the toys in the box? You need to know what's there, right? All right. Let's pick this winner and keep going. What time is it? It's almost 11. We're in good shape. Pick a winner. TechBot. First time winner, I think. Maybe even a new viewer, new chatter. TechBot, are you here? So you have to be present to win. You have to say hi in the chat. It's me. Yay, first time newbie too. Nice. Love it. Love everything about it. TechBot. So what you have to do is someone's going to go !winner in the chat, and you're going to email me your shipping address to hello@penaddict.com. And congratulations. Got it. So there is the email address. You need to send me your shipping address, and I will probably get this out this weekend. Rigged. Mr. Blather, absolutely rigged. Yep, no rush TechBot. This will not ship out before like Sunday. So you don't have to super rush unless you think you're gonna forget, and then you should. And there's your corgi butt with your name on it. TechBot, corgi butt. All right, let's continue. I used to buy converters every time I bought a Safari. Now I just refill cartridges. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the way, right? It's probably just the way. All right, let's scooch this back. All right, let's continue. Let me put this here. All right. This is cheating. Do I ship halfway around the world? Yes, I ship worldwide on my dime. That's what all your wonderful subscription fees go to here. So yeah, I ship worldwide. You don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber, but this is really something I do for y'all, right? Because y'all are here supporting me. So I have no problem shipping worldwide. Faber Castell Ambition. So these two are interesting. I don't know what to do with these. So we have an Ondoro and an Ambition. In the past, the way my thoughts behind these pens are, hey, let's keep them for reference purposes, but right, because the Ondoro is a very, very strange pen, but great and glorious. As is the Ambition, right? It has like the really strangest grip section ever, but I love it, right? If I'm this hesitant on, these pens are over $50. Do they rank in the top 100 pens that I own? I don't know. Like these are like the dividing line decision pins that I'm gonna have to make. Right? Like I don't know what to do with these right now, which I don't have to do anything with them right now, right? So we'll just set them here for a minute. But this is where the real audit is gonna come in once we know everything that we have, right? Yeah, if in doubt, sell. I've never regretted selling any pen, and then that's how I think about these things, and it's not easy. So, terrible sections. I like both of them, but they're not for everybody. They are 100% not for everybody. Would you rather keep those or sell and have the room for two more? Right, Bork and Bork, right. And right now, if you're asking me, I would rather sell those and have room for two more. Right now, they do not make the cut in my mental head. That's pretty much how I roll around here. So, we'll see. We'll continue. Oh, since Claire's here, let's look at one of Claire's pen wraps. I think I know what's in here, and I think this is going to be just accepted from the rule. And I think these are going to say, I think you should have a couple of extra spaces so you can buy something new guilt-free. Yes, we're not going to slam this thing to 100, like, at all times, right? It needs to be like 90, right? So yes, this is from Claire, written in rice. I bought it, or she gave it to me in San Francisco. I can't remember if I bought this one or she gave me this one. I know I've bought some from Claire, and she's given me some. I think she let me pick this one out because it was like silly and plaid and bearded and glasses guy. Would you sell the unique Ondoro just to get another same sailor in a different color? Possibly. Yes, possibly. So what this is I bought essentially a handful of vintage Japanese pens from someone at the Chicago Pen Show. And it was all of these pens, and it was for like $150. Right? So like these are going to just stay in the pen wrap. These kind of all go together. Like there's a super old Vanishing Point, right? That kind of works. There's a bunch of long shorts in here, right? This is like a sailor, like neatly punched. Actually, this one's outside of this. This one, someone gave me this one separate from the rest of these. All the rest of these came together. This is a really great sailor. There's a real Pilot long short in here, right here. All right, so this is a classic vintage Pilot that you see has this ability to extend into a very long pen. It's a really neat pen. So a bunch of stuff like this in here, right? This just stays together. This is going to get filed back away. Every now and then I'll reach in and use one of these pens because I think they're just really, really great. You'll pop if it's a Sailor, I'll pop a Sailor cartridge in here, or a Platinum. There's Sailor, Platinum, and Pilot of these. They're really good. And these are the pens I talk about. If you ever go to a pen show for like $25 to $50, you can get just an amazing pen like this. They're really, really good. Let's see them all. I'm kind of working on it. So, and these are like the Pilot Elites, or the old Elites before they were Elites. Is this one Platinum? This one might be Pilot. Yeah. This is a Pilot Elite. So you'll see these a lot. Like these are like less than $50 pens anyway. They're just great. Ooh, a sticker on the pen. What do we do? Where's Tony when you need him? So yeah. And then there's an old Pilot eyedropper. There's a Sailor. Yeah, this is an old Sailor. It's like an eyedropper. I've never like cleaned this out or anything. Basically, it was just a batch of pins that I was like, oh, I should buy this. So, just stuff to play around with. So, there you go. That's kind of all of this stuff. One of these is Pilot. One of these is generic. Yeah, this is just like a generic like Pilot knockoff. And then this one is an actual Pilot with like a lever, an old lever filling Pilot. So I don't even know if it works. So anyway, that's a long story for me to tell you that this pen wrap is excluded from any type of thing. Yeah, this does feel like a collection because I never use it. So I think that's fair to put it's a collection of vintage Japanese pens. Brad, will I use these? I've used some of the long short types, but like I'm fine. Like this is like an exception to the rule. I'm fine not using these. These just exist. All right, Annabelle, you're going to set yourself up. Define vintage. Define vintage, Annabelle. You've set yourself up. Put those in a little shadow box on the wall. Yeah, that'd be cool. Define vintage as it relates to fountain pens. Let's see the fight we're about to get into. All right, so exception to the rule. While we're at it, we'll do the other exception to the rule. Have you gotten your Parker repaired yet? No. This is what in this case. So, vintage Schaefers and Parkers. Like, these just exist. Like, I'm fine not counting these in anything. Pilot 61, Schaefer Tuckaway. I use these from time to time. This is the Parker that I need to get the nib fix. So what did I say? Pilot and Schaefer? I meant Parker and Schaefer. So yeah, this little case. Over 50 years vintage. Vintage is 20 years for any pins from the 1900s. See, I knew we could get a good fight here. Your age plus 15 is always old. Anything older than the person using it. That's funny. See, I knew we could get a good fight here. Arlette, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. All right. Vintage equals nostalgia. That's why old junk isn't vintage. All right, let's keep it going. Those were the exceptions to the rule. Here we go. I'm keeping all the exceptions. This case doesn't even belong in here. This is my pencil lead testing and ink cartridge testing thing. So this doesn't count. I don't have any Schaefer snorkels. So this bag is just completely separate from everything else in here. It doesn't belong. In this case, it's got pencils and ink cartridges. Chaos pouch. So yeah. All right. Back to the pens. Let's see what we got here. This feels heavy. This feels like some metal pens. Metal pens going on in here or something. Oh no. All right, we have some decision. This is a decision-making case, chat. This is a decision-making case. Platinum Curidas. We totally keep this pen. What bag was that? It was a one-off knock prototype that I'm not going to show you again because then you'll want it. Psych. So we have to keep this. This is a keeper, right? This has to go in the 100, and a decision will have to be made later. My one Bennu pen. This goes in the 100, right? I like both of these pens more than the two Faber Castells right next to it. You already want that bag? You can't have it, right? This is my Bennu pen that I really, really enjoy. What is this one called? Talisman, maybe? I can't remember the name of the shape. Mr. Cypress, Micarta pen. We're going to sell this one. It's pretty cool, but I don't use it enough. I don't know. I could be tempted to keep it though. This is the problem. It's like, that's Euphoria. Thank you, Inky Love. This is cool. I like this pen. I should probably sell it though, because it doesn't quite rank. It is really pretty. I got to think about it. Mont Blanc Bohème. We don't keep this. Curidas Meh. So the Curidas has to be kept just for the idea of the Curidas. This is a pen I don't use enough. That's really great. There's nothing I needed from you. I just need your shipping address, TechBot. I need to know where to ship the pen. So this is the Mont Blanc Bohème, which is just a great little pen. And I think I got the nib modified. Yeah, it's kind of stubbish. Yeah, the Curidas has to stay. It's just one of those pens. What? No Bohème? What do you mean? I'm keeping the Bohème. I'm saying it's great, and I'm wondering why I don't use it more. I would sell the Curidas. I kind of need to have the Curidas, right? There's kind of like a difference there. Mayora, I'll sell this one just because it's a little big for me, and I actually paid for this one, so I can get rid of it. Just like I've sold some of my Leonardos, I only need so many pens like this one, right? So, and this one's a little bit big for me, even though I really enjoy this pen, but I never use this pen, right? So that goes in the seller giveaway box. I actually like the JR more than the Mayora. So I need to think about this one. I might just keep this one. Like, this is a fun pen to use. I like that one. So, all right. I'm going to move these out for now. Just got to make some room for stuff. All right, let me close this case up. We'll give away this Brasstown here in a minute. We'll do another giveaway. Brasstown, navy and gray, navy and steel. This is an OG one. So, oh, it's an error. That's why I have it. See, I don't usually steal the things from the businesses I run that aren't like, I steal them if they're unsellable. Well, the tag got put on backwards. That's why I have it. So I'll give this one away to y'all in a minute. That'll be our next giveaway in like 20, 30 minutes. We'll do that. Keep that one right there just for y'all. All right, tray full. Yeah, I need to just scooch some things around just so we have, this is easy for me to talk through all this stuff up here. These are absolutely going in this. So let's see. Oh, and this Pelican, that goes here, that goes here, that goes here, that goes here. 2 more slots in that tray. Oh, the G10s. Let's take the G10s out, put them up here. We just gotta make room, chat. We got space there, no space there. All right. We just need room to work for now. We'll figure everything else out later. Oh, we're gonna move that. I think I'm gonna sell the Cypress. Like, I'm not super stoked on it. Although, it's cool. It's cool. Decision. We need a decision desk. This is the decision desk over here. Really trying not trying to buy any more pencils. San Francisco. Yeah, I'm trying to do that too. I think Bennu is back. I saw some new Bennu stuff pop up. Y Studio with the other metal pen tray. Exactly, Slumberland Studio. because I didn't have that. I only had that like half full, that tray, so they slotted perfectly there. Yeah, like Nate Champion. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, the prayers in the cigar box. Anything else I need to set aside for the moment? This is good for now. All right. I'm going to do this one next because I think this is all non-fountain pens, but we'll see. Was the Bennu Gold Spot exclusive in production pre-move? I think it's newer, like since they've arrived. So this was a project we did with Karas Customs, but I think this just has older Karas pens in there. I don't know if they're fountain pens. Oh, there are 2 fountain pens and one of these guys. So this was the original Iron Man brass section. That'll be a giveaway. Like, that's not a keep. This one I think is probably a keep. This is a decograph they made for me, and I kind of like it. I like using it. So I got it for free. They sent this to me. I'll probably keep that one. We'll see. And then the non-standard pens don't count. So this goes somewhere else. This is the retract. Is this the retract? So this just needs to go with other pens, other places. What's in here? This is my Sinclair case that I use like when I travel. The camo with the patch on here. Oh, see, I was using it. We'll probably just keep it like this. We got some extra note cards. We have my Caran Dash 849. We have a Jetstream .38. 3 refills. So this is like my portable non-fountain pen writing kit, and then a Copic multiliner. This probably just doesn't even need to be in the case. Because I use this for stuff, right? This is my, hey, I want to write stuff. All right, now we have a couple of Unicorn Snot Brass Towns. I'm really not sure what's in these. Oh, fancy Twisbees, old Twisbees, all Twisbees. Okay. Japan only orange eco. Right, this probably has to go in the tray. Like it was more than $50 because it was really hard to get. It's also a pen that I love, so I'm definitely keeping it. So it probably should go into the 100, right? Along with the VAC, the rainbow VAC, right? Then we have the old Micarta. This is the classic, famed, clipless Micarta that they stopped making because they had so many problems with. You can see how I had a collar bust and the ink soaks it, but like I'm down with the wabi-sabiness of this, right? So that's kind of a fancy. And then the rest of these I could give or take, right? Like these probably just all need to be given away or done something with. Is that it? So that's it with that one. So one of these is the original rock and one of these is the second version. So this was the original rock. Rich Sticks, 32 months of subbing. This is the original rock, 100th anniversary, Republic of China, so the Taiwanese flag emblem. This was the first one they did. This is the 540. That's how old this one is. Cigar box, the rest of Twisby? Yeah, I think so. Like these, like I haven't used these in forever. Like I don't know that I need them. You know, could probably give these away later. Choin, I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. And then this was the redo. So this is the 580 model of the original 540. So same idea, but just a few like technical improvements. This was the 540s were the bad TWSBIs that had the cracking issues, right? You can see how the section's different, how they updated the design to help prevent forest fires. So 540 goes here. That goes there. All right. And then 2 of the smaller ones, the VAC Mini, which is a great pen. So just a fun pen. I've used this one a lot for ink reviews because it has a stub nib on it. TWSBIs are great for ink reviews because they're very photogenic and I have stub nibs in them. This was like the Tuxedo Mini. This is just the regular 580 Mini. Is that what they called this? Or just the Mini? So the more standard Mini. So yeah. There's still people on our fountain pens that says TWSBI has no issues. I mean, I'm as big a TWSBI fan as there is. They had issues. Like, they just broke. So, like, we have these 3 kind of special TWSBIs along with these other 2, right? These are special. Greg with the gifted sub. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that. Really, really cool of you. Right, so these are meaningful to me TWSBIs, this group, and then regular TWSBIs that I could do something else with. Enjoy your gifted sub. I like TWSBIs. I especially like the Eco. So, yeah. Okay. Just thinking about this in my head. All right. A few more. Really not too many more cases. What is this one? Oh, God. Oh, you know what this is? It's Toasty Treat here. This case doesn't count. Is the rock TWSBI with the Taiwan flag controversial? Maybe in China, but I don't know otherwise. This is the case I sent to Toasty Treat. This is an exception case. This is all of the drill log barrels that they sent me, and I just needed somewhere to put them. I was like, why is this so heavy? Like, none of this counts. Trying not to make a mess here. So this is all of the drill log parts and accessories that I probably need. These probably need to go in a cigar box because like the case isn't really a really good place for these. So you have like the drill log stand, the drill log palette, which is useless to me. And then I had all the barrels. I have my nibs over here somewhere else. Yeah, this was like review items that they sent me. So like none. Oh, there's a nib. This is what I do, chat. Oh, all my nibs are accounted for over here. Oh, look, nib. This must be the 0.8. I'm so dumb sometimes. So yeah, I just sent this whole kit to Toasty Treat to test out. I love that orange twisty pen. Yeah, I like all these fancy barrels. They're just not that functional. This was the most functional, the double-sided one, where you could have the pen, the nib, excuse me, on one end here. Right. And then you could switch it. So nibs would go in both sides there. I thought this was the best one. But I have my standard handles over here from my Kickstarter. So this is just... This is like the reference pile. It really does not need to be in a brass town. I just don't know where else to put this stuff. I don't know why I have an extra top too as well. So, oh, that's why. There's more stuff in here. Oh, it must have unscrewed from here. Oh, this is like a stainless steel barrel, and it just unscrewed itself. God, this is heavy. Mega. That's where that cap came from. All right. I just need to figure something else to do with these. And I don't know what. Doubles as self-defense? True. So, again, this goes somewhere else. Written in rice. with the gifted sub. Thank you so much, Claire. I really appreciate that. General Elos, enjoy your sub from Written in Rice. Check out your new fun emotes of my dog barking and fountain pens. Thank you, Claire. Really appreciate that. So yeah, like I don't know what to do with this. That like this goes with that vintage stuff that just has to exist somewhere, but it's kind of out of my mindset. All right, last two cases here. Oh, okay, good. I forgot about this. So these are Retro 51s. All of these will go into one of the Retro 51 trays I cleared out yesterday. So we have the System from Mike Dudek. We have the Vintage Surf, which is an old stock one. That's one of my favorite, just probably one of like my all-time favorite standard edition. We have Pink Robots. Is this a prototype? What is this? This must be a proof edition because it's not numbered, but it's not stamped proof. It's just stamped Retro 51 on the back. So that must have been an artist proof one. Yeah, this one's artist proof of the original Pen Addict one. And then number 444 of the isometrics. So all these, I'm going to keep these in this case just to take them back. And I started building out one of those Retro 51 bamboo trays. Have you ever had a Retro 51 leak in your case? Not yet, but it's definitely an option if I threw them around a lot more. Yeah, I mean, the people have had them leak in their pants and things like that. So they can leak. So I have not personally had one leak though. So I have also personally not had a TWSBI crack on me, but I am a believer that the TWSBIs do crack on occasion. All right, so we're just gonna keep that intact for a minute till I go put these away. All right, last case. This one's mostly empty. Oh, spoke prototypes. Perfect. These are old. So these will go in the spoke tray. Yeah, these were some of the original Axle S prototypes. What was that solar system pen? It's called the System. Can you still buy that pen, chat? I know they did several runs of it, but it's called the System. And then yeah, these are just samples. So cool. We did it, chat. Let me put these over here. All right. That was better than I expected. We didn't fill up this tray. I'm going to have to audit all of this stuff later. So, stuff everywhere. Okay. Let's see. We're going to keep these out. Really very few standard pins in there besides the Retro 51s. I thought there were going to be more like metal pins in there, but there's not. So we'll have a home for these elsewhere. Okay. All right. Feeling pretty good about it, chat. How many slots left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this drawer. Probably another 5 or 10 up there. I haven't audited this at all. I'm probably gonna have 15 or 20 pins out of all these drawers that are gonna be sold. So I feel pretty good about that right now. System was eventually closed off a few years ago. Gotcha. So we definitely have room. And we also haven't pulled out any pins for sale yet, right? So I bet you I will have, at a minimum, one entire empty drawer once I go through the selling part of the audit, right? Once I figure out what to sell, then we'll be able to clear out more space. So, not bad. I'm okay with this. Like, it's a good first pass. I got a bunch of stuff over here. Corinne B, 33 months of subbing. Thank you. Like, these are the rest of this is... Sorry. My alerts would ever close. That would be great. So the rest of these, you know, we're just going to have to figure out what we're going to do here. Selling, giveaway. Like, almost all of the stuff in these cases is to be given away. Then we'll have a few things to keep. Like, I'll obviously keep these safaris. I have less safaris than I thought. I only have one safari that's not in here. I have the white and red one. Just one Twisby Go. You know, so these are all in a state of transition. Cool. I'm pretty happy about this. Pretty happy. We can give this away too, since I don't know what to do with it. All right, let's give away this case. So yeah, this retract can just go straight into the icebox of happiness for future giveaways. Since you only have the one prayer, it can go in the box. Well, I just want to keep that sub 50 pins out of there, just from a mentality perspective. Where's the Brooks Safari? Already in the box. You scared me there for a second. Now I'm gonna have to go look. But it's right here. Right there. You made me question my existence, like Nate Champion. Don't do me like that. Did you give away the Lamy already? I did. And Thanom, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. All right. Let's do a shoulder sticker. Do I have a shoulder sticker on this one? I do. It's a howler monkey. All right, let's give away this case. We're giving away... You found the nib. Whoops. We're giving away this brass town, which I pulled from inventory because the label's on backwards. This is some Billy Ripken stuff here. This is an error code. Error code brass town. It doesn't say F face on the other side. It just says knock. But backwards label, so I couldn't sell it. So I was using it for a while. I'm now giving it away to yours, to one of y'all. The little bar tacking is a little rough, but not bad. So yeah, special edition error code pin case. We call it the F face edition or the Billy Ripken. At least 20K on eBay, right? This is a one of one F face. I should cut it out. Yeah, it's just backwards. The label is the error code, so it's the error. All right. Anyone can enter to win. You don't have to be a follower, a member, subscriber. I ship worldwide, like it was asked earlier. Thanks to y'all subscriptions here, I can afford to spend $28 to send this to Germany, which is what almost everything costs these days. Tane and Crimson with the gifted sub. Thank you so much. Dictionary, enjoy your emotes. Thank you, Tanning Crimson, for the gifted sub. You're amazing. Thank you so much. So like Nate Champion asked a good question. So what happens on the company side? Do you get money back from the manufacturer for those? I do not. There's a small percentage we'll absorb. If they make like 50 of these, or like even like 10 of these that say, hey, look, y'all are a bunch of dummies, you did this wrong, we will send them back and get them. What they will do is they will correct them. The label is pretty easy to pull out and relabel in that particular section. You just won an auction where they're charging $132 to ship a pen across the Atlantic and it doesn't even have a box. Oof. So yeah, like I definitely like appreciate like Daddy Bezos and his Amazon Prime bucks allowing y'all to subscribe here, which I then turn into shipping shipping fees. There was one day I think we had 3 winners, all from Europe, and it was like $100 worth of shipping, and it's like, I'm doing it for y'all. It does not faze me whatsoever. Does not faze me because y'all support this channel, and that's what we do. That's hilarious, Evan. Like, I might have had to break down and buy that. As much as I despise Billy Ripken now, like I can't watch him on the MLB network. It is really cool. Your 100 bin box is costing a lot more than you thought. Shipping cost for the giveaways and things. You know what? I'm so fortunate to be in this situation to have all of this support from all of y'all. Yeah, I don't even think twice about this stuff. This is the easiest decisions I can make, is to give back to y'all for all the things that y'all have given me over the years. I get to do this for a living, and I'm super fortunate, and I don't let that go to waste. All right, let's pick a winner. Bam. Like Nate Champion. Have you ever won Like Nate Champion? Have you ever won? This seems like kind of knowing Like Nate Champion. Nate is not his real name, by the way. I feel like this case is going to a good home. Have you ever actually won Like Nate Champion? If that is your real name, in fact. You a while back? Okay. You still got to send me your shipping address. So you're not part of the Zero Wins Club. Wow, this corgi butt isn't big enough for your name. So we're going to go Like Nate Champ on the corgi butt. You won the Lamy ballpoint. That was a while ago. Like Nate Champ butts. And another ballpoint twisty thing. Okay, yeah, that's ringing a bell now. All right, well, you can use this pen case and the requisite corgi butt. All right, let's see, how can I attach this? Because I will forget who wins things if I don't put these stickies on them. All right, you now have a corgi zipper. There you go. All right. Easily the most likely to be used all the time. Great. Great. All right. Now I have an empty bin I don't know what to do with. We'll figure something out. I already have a bin of empty cases. What else do we need to do, chat? I got about 30 minutes to spare. We came in under the clock today. Chat. What's in line for Spoke? Restocks. We're just behind on making and restocking things. So nothing crazy new. We keep thinking about a lot of new products and designing. Stereo Sound with the gifted sub to Like Nate Champion. Let's go. Thank you. Nice. I'm eating a pastrami on rye sandwich. I'm really upset at you right now because I'm pretty hungry. I actually have a hot lunch date today. That's why I have to go at a certain time, but I'm like ahead of schedule, so we're in good shape. But I'm like holding off for now. since my wife is off and the kids are out of school, we're going out to lunch. What else do y'all want to talk about? So that's what's in line for Spoke restocks. Enough time for a postcard? Yeah, I think I can do that. What to do with all the stationary stuff? You're asking the wrong person. Rather, Jen, you couldn't be asking the wrong person more. Brad, would Spoke ever do Ultim or the lava finish on metal pens? I'm not going to say never, but we have zero plans for that. Like, that's not even on whatever before the drawing board would be. Like, it's not even a thought process. Molly with the stream giveaway. Let's go. Let's do another one. What kind of delicious lunch foods will you be enjoying? I don't know. I really don't know. Got to figure that out. We still got time. We hate decide. Where I live, there's not a lot of good choices, so don't get yourselves all excited. Will we get purple grooved grips before lava finishes? Yes. And I'm not even saying that purple or grooved is happening, but if they were to happen, I guarantee they would be before lava. We have no desire to do Ultim. Other people do Ultim. They can do it. I'm 25K from a stream giveaway. All right, so what have we given away today? We've given away a pen and a pen case. Let's see what kind of notebook situation we got going. Fuzzy Warble with the gifted sub. Thank you so much. Y'all are really amazing today. Exacting Vampire. Ooh, I like your name. Did you watch What We Do in the Shadows? That's my vampire show. Ivor lives in a resort town. Lots of places to eat here. I wish. We live in a chain restaurant town, and it's, as someone who likes to experiment with their food, like who likes weird food, this is like the worst for me. It's basic. It's your basics. We got started. We did do a notebook at the beginning, huh? Oh, how about ink? We can do ink. How about ink? Let's do that. Let's do ink. This is a fun one. All right, see you, Heath. So when I go to the old DC show was had really good food right within walking distance. Like, we would religiously eat at the Indian restaurant that was across from the old DC show, and it was great. I would be 100% down for Ethiopian. Like, that's my jam, is that kind of stuff. Thinking of the Notco case, the Brasstown is such a great design. Is there a possibility you might let someone like, say, Rickshaw use the design? I'm talking with my accountant to figure out how I can continue knock, wind down my day-to-day responsibility, but keep the brand and the designs alive. So we're at least now to where I'm in the talking phase of what can happen in the future. I don't know anything besides that. Rural cold town in Australia here. Burgers and fried chicken are the norm, and Workers Club is haute cuisine. Yeah, we're pretty limited too. Speaking of non-chain restaurants, are you going to San Francisco this year? I am 100% going to San Francisco. I have booked my flight and hotel. Claire, where have you been? Yeah, I'm 1,000% coming. I think I'm coming in Thursday night, leaving Monday morning kind of thing. Something like that. I try to buffer that one a little bit since it's cross country. Like I won't zoom in Friday morning and try to leave Sunday night. So I'm going to have that doesn't give me a lot of downtime, but it gives me a non-maniacal trip downtime. The Brasstown and the Coleman are great ideas. Nice. Depending on the caseloads, I might go. Yeah, I would, of course, love to see you and give you like an air gap hug. CY will be in San Fran podcast crossover. There's going to be a bunch of stationary brew people from Twitch there. And April, Penguin's creative podcaster. see why. So yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. I generally, we have no plans yet, but I think they're up to something, and I don't know what I'll be involved in. But we're gonna do something. It's gonna be good. All right, let's give away this ink. So I'm the worst at button clicking. This ink is on its return trip from review. So this was the Sailor Delaware that all the hobbies used for review on the Pen Addict. So it is partially used, but just enough for a review, but good enough to give away to y'all, right? It's like essentially brand new, minus an amount of ink for review. I would keep this color. You can see how full it is. It's very full. Except I have the Sailor Manyo Akibi, which is similar to this, in like the magenta with a little bit of odd colored sheen, like a yellowish gold green. So yeah, this is a killer. This is one of the better ones. And I would just stash it in my collection if I didn't already have a color this way. So it's great. So let's give away this 20 milliliter bottle that's now probably like 19.5 milliliters bottle. So, all right. So you should understand that it has been used for product review, but I'm not going to keep it, right? I don't need it. So let's give it away. If you're from Delaware, you get 2 entries. Okay, we'll work on that. Sweet and sour spare ribs should be on the list. That could not be a more perfect type of thing. The Dutch Pen Show, I'm not going to be able to swing this year. So I had an epiphany, Annabelle, about the San Francisco Pen Show. My daughter's going to have her driver's license like end of July, beginning of August. So I will be freed up to just book trips and go, right? Because my daughter can, drive, right? And that's before then. And so there's a way more coordination for me to take a trip like that in the before driving phase. Like my wife needs to be off, things like that. And it's just too hard to coordinate. It was too hard to coordinate the schedule this year. So I tried. I too am in the same time zone as Delaware. Crazy. All right, let me get this one going. So we'll do Sailor Delaware ink. All right, I probably missed a bunch of your questions. So if you have more questions, wait till after the raffle. And if I didn't answer them, redo them. Because I definitely won't see them now. So if I missed your questions before the raffle and you want to ask a question, hit me up once I give away this bottle of ink. Then we can circle back on some of the questions. I was extremely highly considering the Dutch Pen Show. It would have been pretty easy for me to work out, but our life schedules just didn't allow for it this year. It will be at the top of the list next year, maybe, though. Like, I told Mike, I guess it's on the podcast that is coming out next week. Yeah. I told Mike on the future podcast that I'm going to, once I'm open to like full traveling, with like COVID and restrictions and things like that, I'm going to try to do at least one out of the country show per year. And if that means I have to limit the in-country shows, that means I have to limit the in-country shows. But I think it'll be worthwhile to get to Madrid, to get to the Dutch Pen Show, to get to Tokyo, obviously. So if you listened live, you heard my answer for next week's podcast there. But yeah, we'll see. We shall see. All right, you got about 10 seconds left. Exclamation point raffle to win this bottle of Delaware ink. I crack myself up sometimes. My daughter's driving test is scheduled for July 7th. Good luck. I know, right? We are your first choice. You are my first choice because you're about as easy as one of the easier trips for me to make. I mean, I live next to like the biggest airport in the US, so it's easier for international travel is easy if I can coordinate the time and the cost, right? And from Atlanta to Amsterdam, when I looked, it was like $600 round trip. That's like nothing, but it's just like the schedule doesn't work. Schedule did not work. Yeah, Atlanta to Amsterdam, it was nothing. I was shocked. All right, let's pick a winner. Buttered Bees. That is a cheap flight. And like I would 100% do it if I could work the schedule because that was so cheap. When is Amsterdam? When is it, Annabelle? End of June? Something like that? Oh, I do like you very much. Buttered Bees. You win. First time winner, I'm pretty certain on that one. So you have to reply in the chat. If you won Buttered Bees, you have to say, hi, it's me. You have to be present to win. And then you have to email me your shipping address. So hopefully you're here, Buttered Bees, and I can send you this awesome Delaware ink. Sydney to Indianapolis is return trip. Just return trip is $2,000 alone. June 12th. Nice. Yes, everyone come to the Dutch Pen Show in Utrecht, the Netherlands. I will not be. Strings and Pedals will be, though. Strings and Pedals runs the Dutch Pen Show. Buttered Bees, there you are. Let's go. All right. You need to email me your shipping address to hello@penaddict.com. Can you do that for me? And then I will send this ink your way. I might have a monitor showing what my microscope sees. That would be sick. I'm writing butt on a corgi butt because it's the first 4 letters of buttered. So I just wrote butt on corgi butt, but it's not going to be all the way there. Buttered. I remembered to write smaller this time like Nate Champion. Buttered Bees 1. Okay, got it. I'm like, outside of Brad, age 12, facts. Cup Van Marte, 12 months of sub, and thank you so much, Cup Van Marte. I mean, Tokyo's the clear number 1, but that's such a spectacle. Like, I think I would just enjoy the size and the scope of the Dutch Pen Show just from a relaxation perspective. I think the Tokyo Pen Show trip is actually going to be extremely intense, which is okay too. I just think it's a very, very different thing. Because there will be so much to do in Tokyo. I mean, there will be so much to do in the Netherlands too. So I've at least been to Amsterdam, but that was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. All right. Very cool. Thanks. Who picked that giveaway? I forgot who donated their channel points for the giveaway. Thank you for doing that. All right. What else do I want to talk about? I got a few minutes to kill here. We'll start poking around, see if there's anyone to throw it to today. $2K in airfares, $2K in accommodations. That for sure. That's why I was pretty amped about the Dutch Pen Show, just because of the flight. I was like, this makes it actually doable. My daughter will be in Seoul for the Seoul Pen Show next month, and I'm debating whether to convince her to swing by. No debate there. No debate whatsoever. Family Cocoonios. I work in a hotel, so I get an industry discount. It's still $2K. Yeah, dang. All right, we're going to do something different today. We've done it once before on the raid. We're going to raid my friend Jane Doe. Jane's a Destiny 2 streamer. I haven't been playing much, but she's a great streamer. Let me make sure she's actually on. So Destiny dropped a bunch of new content yesterday, so she's working on that.
Surprised.
She is really fun. She's a really fun streamer to hang out with. She's in the middle of a boss fight right now. It's also my 6-month anniversary. So we're going to go raid her in the middle of this boss fight. All right, y'all ready for this? She's going to freak out. She's a really great streamer. All right, let's do this. This is going to be funny. I'm looking forward to this. Y'all don't have to hang out if you're not into video games and stuff like that, but she's a really great at what she does. And this is going to distract the poop out of her. All right. Thanks for hanging out today. We made good progress in sorting out what's going on here. So I appreciate y'all hanging out while we did that. And thanks for the help while we're doing that. So y'all go throw some emotes in Jane's chat and watch her freak out. I appreciate y'all. Have a great day.